So, I think yesterday I made a video. It was pretty windy yesterday. And if you'll remember, maybe a few days ago, I don't know, a week ago, I had a tarp up here, and it was a cheap tarp from Walmart. And a gust of wind came through and just ripped it right off. So I bought a little bit sturdier tarp, and it wasn't even that expensive. And it's bigger too, off Amazon. I should have just done that in the first place. And we had a huge windstorm yesterday, and this survived it. I mean, it was all day. This here is the only weakened spot that we got, but once it hit the seam, it stopped ripping. So I think I finally got myself a shelter here for the lawnmower repair business. And you know, I still get people telling me, oh, you got to have a lean-to, you need to build something, you got to build something, got to build something. But like I said in that one video, I would have to cut these trees down and put stakes down into the ground, and or you know, post down into the ground, and it would cost a lot of money. This was, well, between the two tarps was probably 20 bucks. So, and the thing is I can take it down. See, what I don't really want to do is distract from this. I mean, I know the tarp is, but at least I can take it down if I want to. But once I put a lean-to up, you won't be able to see the moon, because the moon's on this side when it rises, the sunrise. So it really takes away from what we had planned out. But I know everybody knows better than me. They live here, not me. And they demand that I spend my money on, so they're happy. So let's see what else is going on. Yeah, it got cold this morning. Had to light the wood stove. I mean, here we are mid-April and lighting the wood stove. I loaded it real light, so it was about 65 degrees, and by the time the flames had died down in the wood stove, it was just at 70 degrees in the house, which was much nicer. And then the coals, they continued to heat for a while, and we ended up at 80, which is, you know, I can deal with 80. Carolyn doesn't like 80 too much, but I'm happy at 80. So, but I don't think we're going to get out of this winter. I bet I got to light it again tonight. Carolyn's still splitting wood, trying to catch back up, but every time she does, I take some more. But you know, she's pretty quick at this. She gets it. She likes doing it. I don't know why. She just likes sitting out here, keeping her mind busy. She always says, well, it's better than being on Facebook, which, yeah, probably so. So, and she's cleaning up the fence line again. She does this every year. Just nips away at it a little bit at a time. And just got to push more repaired. And she came over here and cleaned up this with the push mower a bit. But she wants to get it all cleaned up, and you know, she cut this down. So I bought her a little 6-inch electric chainsaw. Man, she sure does like that thing. So she's been cutting all this down. We'll have to get this cleared out of here so I can mow. And then when we get down to this is all, I've tried to clear this out so many times, but it just is full of glass and metal and barbed wire. So you can't really get in there. So it's just garbage down in this area. But she wants to clean it up. You can see I've tried to clean it up, cut down cedar trees, and you know, knocked it all down one time, and of course it grew back. So I don't know. This little area here, they literally made it a dump, and I'm not really sure what to do with it. You know, I've had some sort of, I don't know, skid steer or something, bobcat, depending on what type of part of the country you're in, what you call it, then you know, I might be able to knock this down better, but I'm not really that worried about it. So I just wish it would kind of warm up and stay warm. Last summer, and there's a video of this. It was July, and I came out in the morning time. Now Missouri, this just doesn't happen in Missouri. In July, it is miserably hot. But I came out in July, and it was cold. I was working on a chainsaw. I had to put my Carhartt coat on. It was that cold. So I think that temperatures are changing around here. you know, we just go through patterns. And you know, for 4 years we were, well, I guess for the first 4 years we were here, or 3 years we were here, it was just miserably hot. But then it gets cold, and I'm thinking, when are we just going to average out to nice temperatures? But last year I don't even think we got to 100 degrees. I wore the sweatshirts quite a bit all through summer. So I think this is what's going to happen this year. It may be even colder. I would like to have a jacket on right now. I should have come out with a jacket. So this morning I had to deliver some equipment, you know, for the other channel, the lawn repair channel. I had to deliver some, and I don't get it. These guys from the city, as you know, we live out here in kind of a tourist area, so people have summer homes here. And I mean, we just drove by them today. There's literally a house on one side of the street that is just falling down, garbage all over, the junk cars. There, cars on jack stands or bricks or whatever, all the tires off. You get the idea. And then right across the street, a $2 million home. Not even a street, it's just gravel road. And then I think, man, so these rich people, they buy these houses or build these houses. And I'm just surprised they do it. You know, everybody's worried about values and depreciation and all that, but you figure they leave the area all winter long. And so their house is entrusted to these people who have garbage all over the yard. Now, I recognize I'm the same way, but not near as bad as others. I mean, at least mine move around occasionally. Some of these places, that was terrible. But anyway, they come down. So, and it's funny. I guess they're all going to come down at the same time. So they come down a couple weeks, you know, maybe a month ago or so, and they drop their equipment off here to get it repaired. Then they go home and they make all these promises. Yeah, I'll be down next weekend, or I'll be down in 2 weekends, and they cancel and say, oh, I can't make it. And yeah, you get the idea. So it was so windy, everything just blew around. The ladder fell over. I've been spending a week to pick everything back up. So they make all these promises. They'll be back down. Of course, they cancel. So last night, one guy said, can you come and drop off my equipment next week, or tomorrow at 11 a.m.? I said, well, I don't know. I got another guy supposed to be here and pick up his equipment. Let me find out. So now that other guy's been telling me all week he's going to be here this Friday. Going to be here Friday. Going to be here Friday. Well, I didn't think much of it. I mean, okay, Fridays, that's fine. So I messaged him now that I got to go somewhere. I didn't want to miss him. And I said, I got to be somewhere at 10 to 12. What time are you going to be here? He said 7. I thought, okay, that's fine, 7 a.m. He'll pick up his stuff. And I can drop off that other stuff. It'll work out fine. And the conversation continued on for a bit. He says, but of course, if that plans change, I'll let you know. I may be there Saturday. I don't know what's going on yet. We'll figure it out. I'm thinking, you know, I've had his stuff here for 2 months. I think it's been almost 2 months. Maybe a month and a half. Let's call it a month and a half. It's been here forever. And I know that, I'm sure he has been down here since then, but he didn't pick it up. But that's all right. I mean, whatever. So then I said, so I can go ahead and drop this equipment off from 10 to 12. He said, yeah, I don't know what you're making a big deal about. I said 7 o'clock. I said, well, I just wanted to be sure that, you know, if you're running late. He says, if I'm running late, then it's going to be after dark. And I'm still kind of confused after dark. He says, I don't get off till 3, and then I got to load the truck up, and it's going to be 3.5 hours before I get down there. Then it occurred to me, oh, he's talking about 7 p.m. Okay, well, I mean, you could have said that. I just assumed it was 7 a.m. I even asked Carolyn, if someone says 7, what time do you think that is? And she said, you know, what time of the day is that? She said, oh, morning time. So, anyway, I don't know if he's going to be here or not today. So, I just don't understand people. That's why I try to stay away from them as much as possible. You know, the trolls love to tell everybody, including me, that you're not a social person. How are you going to work on lawnmowers since you don't talk to people? Well, I mean, they just exaggerate everything I say. It's that I don't talk to people. Of course I talk to people. I have to talk to people. Society requires I talk to people. If I go to the store, I got to talk to somebody. You got to talk to people. So I just don't want to do it all the time. I don't want to go out and socialize and be a... I don't want people coming over here just to talk and be social. I don't want to be social. Maybe that's the word I should use. I don't want to be social. But if I got to do business, well, yeah, I got to do business. But this is why I don't want to be social. People make commitments and they break them. You say, hey, let's go out to eat. I'll meet you out there. Okay, great. So you go out there and they don't show up. And then they call you. Oh, yeah, well, I got busy. And they act like... I think what's so interesting is they act like they didn't already tell you or make a promise to you. It's okay. I changed my mind. I wouldn't have went out to eat if you weren't going to be there. Why would I do that? That's just sit there by myself. It doesn't make any sense. Or somebody will say, I'll come over and visit you on Saturday. Okay, great. We'll make lunch. Okay, and you make a big lunch. Expect everybody to come over. And they show up at 6 o'clock in the evening. I mean, what the heck? I mean, you got to be kidding me. And again, they don't really seem to care that they've just messed up your whole day. And people will say, I'll be over on Saturday. Last year, somebody said, I'll come over on Saturday. We'll be here Saturday. And we'll drop off our equipment. And I was, okay, so I sat around here all day Saturday. Now it's Saturday. I mean, I could have went out and done something, which we wouldn't have, but we could have. And at about 7 p.m., I said, when are you guys coming over? Oh, well, we've changed our mind. Well, when were you going to tell me? And I said, I've been sitting here Saturday. It's a Saturday. You made me sit here all day waiting on you. And you didn't think to call me? Well, I didn't even know that you were... Well, you don't need to know. All you need to do is say, I'm changing my plans. Why is it that I have to let you know or contact you to let me know that you're going to change your plans? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. People are so inconsiderate. I don't even understand where this comes from. I mean, I feel like I was raised differently. And at the time, I thought the entire generation was raised differently. But they weren't. My generation, the generation above me, the generation below me, they are all, most of them are all like this. I don't think I've ever met anybody who just keeps their word. I'll be there. Okay. And if they can't be there, hey, I can't be there. Things have changed. It just didn't work out. So, well, summer's starting to roll in here, and I would think by at least next month, the vacationers or the summer home people, whatever, they'll be down here full time. So this should stop where I'm having to hold everybody's equipment for ages. However, they are rich enough that they all are leaving me a tip, a little extra money to, I guess, holding their equipment and delivering and all that extra stuff. So. That is appreciated. I mean, that's nice. Because I do have to come out here quite regularly and start these machines up and make sure everything's working. So, if you'll click this up next box, it'll take you to a video on my other channel. I really appreciate it. Go check it out and subscribe. So, I hope I can inspire you just to try to warm up so you can live your dreams. Thanks for watching.